Hi, hello everyone. Welcome or welcome back. So, grab some coffee, grab some tea, grab some water. I'm gonna try to make this a fairly short video because I have to get ready for work soon. But I wanted to do a reading today because there's this feeling, this energy right now around. I'm feeling that this is going to be a collective message, but for those of you who are drawn to this video, I feel like a lot of you are possibly going through some type of situation with someone, and for some of you, you might be dealing with someone who is, it's either a person or people who are, it's the energy of like someone trying to tell you about your life experiences, though they have never lived them themselves, or kind of almost like lecturing you, or I don't know what this energy is, but it's like, is as if someone's like trying to chameleon themselves into like your life story, or they're trying to project their own, like, you know what, let's just jump into this because I just want to, you know, first we'll do after tarot first. Holy Spirit, can you help me tap into this energy that I'm picking up for the collective here? What do they need to know right now? What is going on with this energy around the collective right now? Trying to, I don't know, it's almost like taking on your experiences as their own, or trying to, if this is like a friend or something, or a spouse or a partner, or shit, it could even be like a family member, but it's almost like someone here has been watching you, or has seen what you've gone through, or has heard about what you've gone through, or they know of the situations that you've gone through, because I feel like a lot of you have gone through really fucking hard struggles. Like, even here, Four of Swords, a lot of shit that you had to lay to rest in the past, right? So there's something here where it's like they're almost trying to take on your identity, or try to, this is so fucking bizarre, because why would you want to be it's almost like someone wants to be the victim in your story, or in your circumstance, or your situation. I don't know what the fuck this is, but we're gonna jump into this. Holy Spirit, can you please give me, you know, we're not even gonna ask a specific question. I just want, Holy Spirit, can you just bring forth the cards and really just the meaning, the messages that need to come forth for the collective here. What do they need to know regarding the situation, the energy around them? What's going on in the collective's energy right now? Any messages that they need to hear, Holy Spirit? Anyone drawn to this video? Holy Spirit, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, please help me give a clear and concise message. God the Father, Jesus, Holy Spirit. Okay. Page of Pentacles. So, there is some kind of new desire, new investment you're going to make, or some type of like new venture you're going into, and maybe this is why people are, I'm getting here, it's like maybe there were people who were naysayers around you, but it's almost like they want to reap in the reward as well, or they're keeping an eye on your finances here, or they're kind of keeping an eye on what it is that you're doing when it comes to the if you have any, I don't know, it's like eyes on pockets, like they got an eye on your pocketbook, your wallet, your bank account. There's someone here who wants to know like the amount you're making, or like the funds that you have. What was the energy I was picking up, Holy Spirit, about this person around them? Okay. Five of Swords, conflict. Excuse me. Yeah, you're like walking away from someone who maybe here you see how this person is holding all these swords and you have these two others that are walking away. It's like they're dropping their swords. I feel like in this scenario here, you are the person who's walking away from conflict. There might be someone here who is like trying to, it's like they're picking up everyone else's swords. It's like they're picking up everyone else's ideas, their thoughts, their, yeah, it's like they're picking up, they're trying to take on your ideas or something here, or just like your wisdom even. Maybe there's someone here who is in your energy where they really it's like almost like an appreciation towards you, but it's bizarre because it's almost like this like need to take on you, like your essence or something. It's like they want what you are or what you have or what you've gone through. They want to have that same story. Even seeing the 5 here with the V, it just, I know it's Roman numeral. However, but when I looked at it, it made me think victory, victorious. So it's like they almost want to be victorious over you in a situation somehow. Or they want to be, and there could be something here with like conflict towards investments, like maybe even putting down what you've done or making little remarks towards where you're putting your money or where you're putting your investments or where you're putting just basically not minding their business. Okay, like this is what it's coming down to, is like it feels like it's like someone here in your energy is not minding their business, but you're walking away from this conflict. You are not about to stay in this conflict, and you're not allowing this energy to take control over your life or really even affect you. I feel like this is more of like a kind of like side-eyeing someone who's trying to leech off your energy or who is trying to take on your identity in some form. Like, I don't know. Like I said, this is very bizarre. And let's see. What else, Holy Spirit? What else? Whoa. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, okay. Let's see, let's see. Okay, so let me show the card here for you. Queen of Pentacles. And in this after tarot here, you can see her reflection is in that pentacle. So it's almost like where you're putting your investments, you're going to see it reflected back towards you, and it's going to lead you to a higher setting. So a higher, it's like an elevation, right? Because I mean, the queen is the queen, babe. Like you going up from the page to the queen, okay. But you still have that like investment, and you still have that same. It's almost like what you putting in to this investment, you're putting yourself into it as well. Like you're seeing yourself reflected back at it, and maybe that does intimidate some people because when people are very true to themselves and very authentic, and they are not afraid to put themselves out there, and even with the rabbit here, it's like fertility. You're not afraid to give birth to new ideas. You're not afraid of taking risks. You're not afraid of making these investments for yourself, because I feel even the Queen of Pentacles, she is very practical. She's secure. She's stable in herself and her ideas and everything here. So it's like you have that security within yourself, that you know when you put forth an idea, when you put forth an investment towards something, you know that there's going to be reward for it, because you know that you're going to put the hard work in. And I feel like these people who are trying to create conflict for you, they may not see all the angles of this, or they may have some type of they might project their own insecurities or their own ideas or whatever into it, or they might not agree with certain things that you do because it doesn't align with what they would do or what they would, I don't know. It's almost like someone wants to take on what you're doing, or they want to insert their ideas or their opinions or whatever it is. And it's like, it's almost like you're like, I'm all for you having, you know, creative ideas and doing all this stuff, but have your own. Like, what's mine is mine here. That is what it's coming out. It's like someone wanting to take credit for your work, or take credit for your not even take credit. Okay, so take credit for your work, but there's also something for some of you. It may be that someone wants to take on your, I'm just hearing it again, your identity. It's almost like they want to, your struggles and the shit that you've gone through in life has really like shaped you up into who you are now. And like everyone, right? What we've gone through and everything, the lessons that we learn, it all leads us to this point in the present, right? In the present. And it's almost like this person who's around you has had their own, I mean, every single person on earth has struggles, right? In some capacity, in some form. And there's a very, very small percent that are that don't. Okay, but for a lot of us, there are certain struggles that everyone goes through. Okay, but there's something here where it's like, this is weird. It's almost like someone's envious of the reputation that you've built for yourself. And it's not even a reputation that you had intention in building. It's just how people have perceived you. It's like your actions speak louder than your words. You as a person bring a lot of inspiration, and you might actually be very influential in where you are, where you work, because it's like you are the one that has these like golden ideas, these light bulb ideas, and that might cause conflict around you. So this could be some type of work environment, some type of work setting for some of you. But even here with the mountain in the back, you've had to overcome a lot of obstacles, a lot of difficulties. And I feel like there's been more than a few times that you've literally had to, when people like claw them, it's like clawing yourself out of a, what's that fucking word? Out of the dirt, out of the grave. Yeah, out of a grave. It's like you're digging yourself out of this, like, maybe you felt like you were in some type of like dead end situation, or you were in some type of like dead end job or partnership here, and it's like you got yourself out of this environment. You got yourself out of an environment or out of a situation that others probably could not, like, to themselves, it's like they perceive that they could not have done it themselves. Because I feel like you are someone who's had to do a lot on your own. Even with the one pen, like, it's like you've had to invest in certain things, take risks by yourself. Here, that's what it feels like to me. And maybe this person, maybe they don't have that independence that you have, or maybe they have always had some type of stepping stone, or had some type of, leverage. I'm even hearing maybe they had a trust that they could fall back on. Maybe they had some type of inheritance, or I don't know. It's like there's someone around you who has been blessed with a comfortable life. And not that that's not a beautiful thing. Like, if you're blessed, you're blessed, you know what I mean? But I feel like this person is not really recognizing their place of, like, the place that they're coming from, I feel like is not, like, it's not meant, their intention doesn't feel like it's malicious, but it does feel very like self. And that's fine when you want to focus on yourself, right? But it has to be on you. So this person, instead of focusing really on themselves and their own truths, it's almost like they're kind of adopting or trying to take on your truths or the wisdoms that you have shared with them. But it's almost like they're kind of, I'm even like trademark. It's like they're kind of trying to trademark it as their own, or they're trying to, I don't know. This is just a weird energy, you guys. I hope this makes sense. I hope this is fitting in some way. Let me know, because I could just not be making any sense. But let's get some clarification here. Holy Spirit, can I get some more information, some clarification on the Page of Pentacles, please, for the collective? Yes, the Wands. Get one more, please. Actually, we'll just do one for each card. So, the Ace of Wands, so 10 of Wands under Page of Pentacles. So, it's almost like you kind of being burdened with the decision of oh, it could even just be like seeing the truth in a decision, or seeing the truth of some type of maybe like who you're investing towards as well. Could be some type of burden here, or there might be like a lot that you're carrying and that you're giving to a person or giving to someone. Because it's like you're wanting to take this new venture, you're wanting to take this risk, but maybe it feels a little burdensome, or maybe it feels like it would just be a lot. Like maybe you have a lot going on right now, and it's like you trust and have faith with God, the universe, source, your angels, spirit guides. However, there are moments I feel that you feel a little bit overwhelmed, or it's like maybe you get overstimulated or over like sensory. Maybe some of you have like sensory. It's like overwhelmed. It's like sometimes it can be a little bit too much, or maybe you just have so many different places that you want to invest, or maybe you just have so many ideas, or maybe you even have like a what are those boards? I mean, an inspiration board, right? Or Pinterest, something here. It's like you have so many different outlets here that maybe you get yourself a little bit overwhelmed at times and don't actually for some of you, I feel like that could stop you from actually starting a very long type of, it's almost like you have so many, okay, some of you might have ADHD, which, hi, same. So it's like maybe you get distracted in a lot of different places, or you get, like if you have the intention to start something which will lead you to some type of prosperity here, you may get, or even this energy here might pull you away from some type of decision, or like a long-term type of investment here. So it's like maybe you start a project here and then you kind of get distracted and go here. And so this project that you started on, kind of like you kind of lose the what's that word? Holy Spirit, what's that word? Momentum. It's like you lose the momentum for that first one because you're starting on the second one. But then you kind of get distracted. Maybe there's this energy that kind of comes in and kind of, it doesn't even have to be another energy, but for some of you it could be. Could be someone who's kind of blocking your blessings, but for some of you it could be yourself. Just with the way that you kind of, and I'm not, do you what makes you happy, my love. But I'm just saying this is the energy that I'm picking up on, because this is very relatable. it's like kind of just going from one place to another, and it's almost like you have to focus on something here. Whatever it is that you're really putting your heart and soul into, it's like focus on that one thing here. But let's move on. Holy Spirit, what can I have some clarification on this Five of Swords here in the collective's energy? What else do they need to know here with the Five of Swords? El sun, the sun, happiness. Okay, so you can either be I mean, we do have earth, air, and fire here, so take how it resonates, don't we? I think because you're stepping away from this energy, or you're walking away from this conflict, walking away from this situation, walking away from this person, you're going to find a lot more relief. A lot more relief from this burdens that you're carrying. Maybe even you're feeling so overwhelmed because of the different energies around you, or because you're kind of in this environment with this person and it's almost like they're draining you of energy, right? Or you just have a lot of people who are kind of taking a lot of your energy. And you might just be very sensitive to that. You might be very sensitive to energies. And maybe you haven't done some type of cleansing in a while. Maybe you have to do a cleansing soon. But it's once you walk away, even and the energetic cleanse here of walking away, putting yourself first in that situation and stepping away from whatever it is, regardless if you like the person, okay? Regardless if you love or like them, we can love and like people and still distance ourselves from them. If their values don't align, if there's some type of toxic codependency on both parts, okay? Because we're not all fucking sunshine and rainbows and perfection, okay? Like, everyone has issues. Some of us are just more aware of them and are willing to acknowledge them. So I feel like you're just stepping away from people who do not acknowledge, or who are not aware of the things that they're saying. They're not being those of wands. Yeah, it's almost like that. It's like you're moving towards something that's different. You're moving towards people who are a little bit more on your level of awareness, I would say. You're moving towards people who are more in that Queen of Pentacles energy, more in that King or Queen energy, where there is stability there is security in self, right? There is, like, you're heading towards people who are on that level of, on that energetic level that you're at, where you are really trying to lift up. It's like you're trying to move up. So you want to be around people who are in that same mindset, right? Who have those ideas, who are willing to take risks on ideas, who are willing to put their all into things. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be in that. I hope this doesn't sound like it's being shallow, because it's like, oh, you only have to be with people who are. No, I'm just saying that you're just removing yourself from people who are trying to suction your own energy and who are very secure in their own, right? So that's what you're moving towards. And there is going to be a lot of happiness here, even just like contentment. Because even with this card, with the sun, they're not like full out, smiling. And it's just a very contentness here. It's like I said, like I keep saying, stability, security here within self. A joy within self, a joy in... I wonder if you might have, because you have like a lot of yellow here as well. So something here with like the sacral chakra. And you could even have like a golden aura around you, or there's something like, you could be a light worker, could be something here where you are, even with the crown here and the golden arrows, like, I'm getting that Harry Styles song Golden, and that golden song, oh my gosh, I don't know what it's it's been so popular. It was like popular on TikTok and everything. And it's a lovely song. I'll post them below. But you have this energy around you that, and it's like, maybe this is why these people are so attracted to you, because it's like you are this light. You are this, it's almost like a very soft, like you might have just like this soft glow around you. I don't know if like people have even commented about like you glowing, or even if your skin is like radiant. You might have like beautiful skin. Like just people might compliment you on your skin, like how smooth it is, or how beautiful or clear it is. I don't know. There's something here. It's like maybe you have very soft skin. Some of you might have a name that starts with the letter V. V or D. A card for the page of Pentacles, for the Queen of Pentacles, please, Holy Spirit. Yeah, I get a card here. What else do we need to know, Holy Spirit? Okay, hold on, that card fell. It was face down, so we're gonna do one card, please. One card. Por favor. Thank you. La luna. La moon. The moon. How interesting. The sun and the moon. Wow. Also, I feel like the sun here with the Five of Swords is, for some of you, if you don't know who this person is, this is going to be illuminated to you. This is going to be, you're going to find out soon, probably within the next 5 days here. But there's something here where your intuition maybe is something that you didn't want to see. But, and this doesn't have to be for everyone, but there's this something here where it's like you didn't really want to see, or you didn't want to, going back to what I was saying earlier, it's like kind of like maybe you didn't want to recognize these certain things in this person, but to really get towards that Queen of Pentacles energy, or to get to that investment where you are on the throne, where you are on that energetic level of really securing that throne for yourself, securing that seat, securing that spot that you've worked really hard for, and creating that new birth. Like with the rabbit here, it's like the fast movement, it's fertility here. So it's like creating, being the source of that creation here. It's like you really have to take off the mask here. You have to take off the blindfold, or not mask, excuse me. Like I said, blindfold, and recognize the mask in this other person. So because I feel like maybe this person is masking or something, or it's like they're putting on a mask in front of you, but I don't know, it's like their intentions, maybe they don't even recognize themselves, but I feel like nah, Spirit's correcting me. I think they do know, but for some of them, they might just not care. They might just not care that it's not, they might not think that it's such a bad thing, right? Like there's like, it's not that big of a deal type of energy here, but I feel like this could really be irking some of you, and for some of you, it's something that you really just don't want to recognize or don't want to see. But I really think to get to that point where you are wanting to meet others who have the same energy, who have the same goals, who have the same kind of values and beliefs as you, that soul family connection, right? You have to make space for that as you walk away. And for a lot of you, you are walking away from the situation, but maybe you're not even, maybe there's still certain things about it, about this situation or about this person that you didn't want to, that you just didn't want to see, that you didn't want to admit to. And it's like you really have to, you can't be disillusioned, you can't be disillusioned to it anymore. You know what I mean? It has to be, what was in the dark will always come to light. Like the sun is always going to rise up and cast the light over the dark. It's going to cast light over the shadows that have been right? There's something here where something's going to be illuminated here for you. Okay. Let's see. Advice from your spirit team, your spirit guides, angels, ancestors, Holy Spirit, God the Father, Jesus. What advice do you have for the collective here with this investment? What advice do you have here for the collective with this investment? Whoa. Conscious consumer. Okay. Let me show you the card. Okay, so it says, you have the power to heal and help the world with your decision to buy only products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. As a conscious consumer, you choose to invest in fair trade and organic foods. You live simply and you purchase only that which you need. Okay, so you might be kind of readjusting a lot of your lifestyle right now. Maybe there's something here where you had some type of epiphany or revelation about like consumerism, right? There's something here where it's like you are very educated about that. You might be making decisions that are helping communities. You might be trying to take risks for other people. Like the risks that you're taking are like big decisions here. So you might be someone who is very active in your community. Could be like city stuff, could be just like neighborhood stuff, could be family stuff that you are actively involved in, like a lot of people's lives and how they can like help better situations. You may be like very environmentally aware. You may be an active I don't know why I got that you may be around the Atlanta area, because I got that the forest, defend the forest, where they're trying to make that police city or whatever, cop city or whatever. It's something here where it's like you are very protective of the environment, of the world here. You're very protective and of your body as well, what you put into your body, what you're consuming, what you are. You might even choose to grow your own food. You might be someone who is a farmer or grew up with farming, or you know, or you're learning about farming, or you're trying to learn how to grow your own food, or trying to learn how to start seeds or something here. It's like maybe there's something here where you are doing a new type of hobby or learning a new skill that has to do with either the environment, has to do with something around your area with like, and I mean, yeah, it could be environment. It's still the same thing, but like environmentally friendly changes. Maybe you're making little impactful decisions at work. Maybe you're making little suggestions at work about, hey, why don't we recycle here? Why are we not recycling bottles? Or maybe you're telling your family certain things. I don't know. There's something here was like, you might even make decisions to start shopping locally instead of at Walmart or at whatever, these big chain grocery stores, right? There might be something here where you're starting to look at local businesses or local produce markets. I don't know. You might even be someone who has your own stall at a flea market or something, right? There's something here where it's like you might have your own produce, or you could eventually in the future have something to do with that. But let's see what else. I feel like you're starting to be very conscious about what you're putting in your body, though, for sure. Because I'm seeing someone like looking at the back of like they're looking at an ingredient list. And it's almost like, what is all of this? Why? I even saw a video the other day talking about how McDonald's fries, they only use, I mean, the spray or toxins that they use on the potatoes hasn't been used since 2009. But prior to that, they were using this, they only accepted certain potatoes and they couldn't have any blemishes on it. And if you have any type of knowledge about gardening, like, there's imperfection, like there's imperfection in nature, and that's what makes it beautiful. And they were talking about how these potatoes, they would have to, because of the way that McDonald's would not purchase any of these, and I probably shouldn't, should I be dropping brand names? I don't want to get fucking sued. I don't want to get in trouble with anything, but, well, you know, I'm not going to get in trouble because this is just factual. But this is, they would buy these potatoes, and the farmers would have to put some type of spray or chemical on them, but the chemical was so awful that they wouldn't go outside for 5 days after it had sprayed, and then these potatoes would have to sit in a room for like a certain amount of time, like an extended amount of time, just for it to not be so toxic. And like this is what we're putting into our body. You know what I mean? Like, this is what we're eating. And there's just so, maybe you're just even someone who's researching a lot of, because look at the state of the world. Like, with the whole, everything that's going on, even this energy here, it's like you're very invested in what's going on in the world around you, with the people around you. You are so, like, you genuinely want to make a difference. And I feel like this is what you are, certain things that you're called to do. I feel like you've already touched and made touched a lot of people's lives and made a lot of big changes already, even if you're not aware of it. There are a lot of things that you've done so far that have been super impactful. And then you have here successful funding. So you might be some type of like activist here, something here where you are very passionate about what you do. Like you are so grounded in your beliefs and so grounded in, you're down to earth, but your ideas take flight here. Like you have 2 feet set on the floor, but your ideas are skybound. You know what I mean? Like you when I say skybound, is that the right word? I don't know. You are able to really like, I wonder if some of you astral project just like randomly, if you're able to astral project or if you do that in meditation or sleep or something here. But it says your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. Yes, you are all about community. Maybe you even do something where you get funds from a lot of people. I have a old coworker who I'm still friends with on social media. She is brilliant. She is so passionate. We used to work with animals together at an animal hospital, and she still, I don't think she works at that specific place anymore, but she still works with animals. She basically has like her own kind of community going across different states because she puts her own time, her own money, her own passion into rescuing these animals, into giving them better lives, into really taking on a lot of responsibilities and a lot of like the hard parts of rescuing animals, right? Like she takes it on without even like, she's very expressive and very transparent about how difficult it can be, but she has so much support and she shows so much love for these animals and for herself even, and the people around her, that she gets so much support from people in different states. And it's like all on Facebook, you'll see people who lend money, they send money to her so she can travel these distances and take these dogs and these cats and these even wildlife, you know, like she does everything, she does it all. Like she's amazing, she's incredible. And just like watching her online, like we don't talk very much anymore, but just seeing her is just like, wow, it's very inspiring. It really does bring joy whenever I see it, because I just know that's like, wow, her calling is so profound. She's doing amazing and she's not letting anything stop her. And she has, because of that drive, because of that passion, and even through struggles, like even she'll post things where she doesn't have literally like any money for certain things that she has to do, right? And it's like immediately people are willing to help. They're willing to step in and help her in any way that they can. And it's not from, she doesn't even like ask from this like selfish, this you know, when you can tell when someone is being like so genuine, right? Like I feel like a lot of us here are able to pick up on certain emotions, or it's, you could be a bullshit detector, right? Like, is there something here where it's like people cannot get one past you? And for this specifically, I feel like you have that air about you where there's not, it's not gimmicky, you know? Like for a lot of people, there could be, especially with the day and age we live now with internet and everything, and so many scammers and so many people who prey on situations where there is empathy and emotions involved, right? It's like people do prey on that, and that's the reality of the world. However, I feel like you are called to be in the position that you're at right now because there is, you have the support. You're building that genuine leadership here. Like people look at you as a leader, and it's because of your could even be like humility. There's something here where it's like you are just a very humble and precious person. Like you're just a precious soul here. Even with this person who brings conflict here, it's like you weren't willing, like you didn't want to see the bad parts of them. And it's not even like necessarily bad. It's I feel like everyone has like good and bad things. So I don't, I hate labeling certain things, but that's kind of what it's coming out as. Maybe this is how you feel as well. It's like you don't really like to label certain things, or you don't like to label an individual as bad or whatever, because it's like you see the different sides of them. You see all the facets of people. You see why things are the way they are, and why people are the way that they are, and why certain things are the way that they are. It doesn't mean that it doesn't irritate you. It doesn't mean that it doesn't irk you, but it just, you are a very compassionate person here. So it's like you love, not that you love, but it's like you end up giving people the benefit of the doubt. Just know here that there is gonna be massive success. You have such a large imprint on the world. There's something here, like you're going to bring a lot of change, a lot of just, I'm getting even the image of like a flower blooming. So really just something here, you're very connected with Earth, okay? You're very connected with Mother Nature. You're connecting with Earth. So I wonder here if you're like a gardener, you have like some type of business revolving like plants, or maybe you do something with flowers, or maybe you do something, you have like some type of like innovative idea with being like environmentally friendly. I don't know, take it how it resonates, but that's what I'm picking up here. One final message, one final advice here from your spirit team, and then we're gonna wrap this up. Oh my God, I was trying to make this a short video. Final messages, Holy Spirit, final messages, please. Whoa, that's literally like too many. Okay. Ah! Just one, please, just one. Final message here for the collective, final advice for the collective from their spirit team. Holy Spirit, can I get one more card here for the collective? What do they need to know? What advice do they need? This is, I should have showed you. I should have showed you. This is the one that fell. This was one of the cards. Dragons, slay them all. Yeah, you're not afraid to get back up. You're not afraid to move forward. You're not afraid to take on challenges. You are not afraid of even digging back into the past and fighting the demons, fighting the battles, fighting those maybe even going back to a place where you had gotten some type of injury, some type of mental, something that kind of like set you back, right? Some type of setback here where you really let certain demons or certain thoughts, and when I say demons, I'm talking about like your own personal demons here, okay? Your own personal things, your shadow sides, right? Like before you did shadow work, it was like you, for some of you, okay, I don't think this is all of you. For some of you, it's like maybe there were certain things like you did not want to face, right? Going back to La Luna. You didn't want to face it. You didn't want to look at it. But you're more than aware now. You're more than ready to illuminate. You're more than ready to cast the light on this situation, on this person. And for a lot of you, maybe you already have. And, ooh. No, that's going to be too long. We'll do that in another video. I was just getting the message like tying into the Five of Swords here, where this could be someone who has witnessed you slaying all the dragons, right? It's like slaying all your beasts, slaying all the demons in your mind here. It's like you overcame something and someone saw that and they almost feel envious over that. That's so weird. I don't know why I'm tapping back into that energy. But maybe that's the part of you that they really admire / envy. Like the way that you are able to just face danger, face your issues, face problems just head on. And I don't mean like you're gonna go walk into a fucking, well, For some of you, you really might be that person who steps into danger to help someone, to save someone. You literally could be that person who doesn't even give a second thought before throwing yourself into a situation where someone needs help, even if it's a dangerous situation. And I think your spirit team wants you to know, like, advice here, slay them all, is like continue to have that belief, have that faith, and have that confidence, because you are so strong and so, like, you know that saying where it's like, God gives his hardest battles to his strongest soldiers or something like that. And I would always be like, well, I did not sign up to be the strongest soldier, but we did. Okay, well, like, before we came here, we all agreed, right? Like, this is, God created us, or however you view it, however you view your own beliefs, right? But however we were created exactly how we were meant to be. And in this situation here, it's like you are so, like, just continue being yourself, because you are so strong. You're so passionate. You're so fiery. You're unafraid. You are literally someone you're a warrior. You have been able to fight off the inner demons in yourself. You're able to fight off the demons in other people's minds. Like, you maybe help people fight off their own, like, the way that you come out to people is how they are, the way that they view you and the way that you portray yourself is like they take inspiration from that. And it really, like, you're such an influence, because they, in turn, it's like they are able to tackle their own, right? It's like they see you do it, and it's like, oh, I can do that too. I can work on this. Or I don't know, it's like it's like you hold up a mirror to people and allow them to see themselves, even if it's the parts that they don't want to see. And that's what I'm getting here. Okay, so we are going to finish this reading, and that's it. 47 minutes. Wow, I'm so sorry for this longest reading. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day or evening, wherever you're at, and that you stay safe, healthy, hydrated. Also, just real quick note, I was just reading funding on that, and it just made me think, I really want to, if you're doing any type of charity or doing donations for any of the disasters going on, especially like what's going on in Maui, there's so many things going on in the world right now. And I feel like you are someone who donates. I would just be aware of where you're donating, right? Be aware of where your money is going into, because it's like we want to make sure that the money that we donate to natural disasters, situations, people, that it's going into the right places. Like, we want to make sure that the people who need help are getting that help. Okay, I don't know why I needed to say that, but for maybe some of you, yeah, I think that's just important for everyone. Always research, where you're sending your money to when it comes to these types of things. Like, we always want to make sure that people who are in need are getting the money and resources that need to go to them. So, all right, you guys, have a beautiful day. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and I hope you're treated as you treat others. Bye.